got caffeine.
All right, well, we're
We
here.
got water.
We out here.
We're live. We just had a quick just pop in from
That's my food. I put your food in the fridge.
the people.
Hello, internet. It's your boy, Keebler. I'm fucking sitting in Las Vegas where I belong. I have Anthony behind the switches making the fucking podcast possible beside me. Beside me is my roommate slash brother slash athlete, Casey Smith. He just delivered these paws. He just delivered these paws to a motherfucker in the mailbox from the Mount at 170 pounds. And we're going to talk about his journey to 170 pounds. But first, we just wanted to have some casual conversations. We don't have to make this like a true interview, Anthony.
Yes.
Because this isn't like the first time we've even had Casey on the podcast. It's just that the last time the motherfucker was here, the last time the motherfucker was here, there was more of him. Did you see what just happened?
Yes.
Somebody
It's raining.
Somebody just rained down edibles upon us.
Oh man.
So I will eat said edible right now.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, dude. Life is about hard work and eating weed. I don't know if everybody knows that.
Especially when it's hard work to eat the weed.
There you go.
You just gotta pop that one.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
You gotta pop that one.
That's
That's a shoot. That one is difficult.
safety child package. I know. I've dealt with
So,
this.
I will ask you, Anthony. Because
Ask
I've
me.
asked you many times.
Ask away.
What it do?
Not much. Still on the trend of hating jujitsu. Ooh.
Oh man. Look, I've gone through these phases. I've gone through phases where I didn't like jujitsu. And it was like, yeah, dude. Like sometimes it'll come about because of like even something dumb that someone says. I'll be like, man, a lot of jujitsu guys think that. Like, so I was watching the UFC one time, and somebody was like, man, the guys in the UFC have really bad jujitsu. And I was like, I think you need to be humbled. Like, I think you need to roll with an athlete instead. And I don't mean like a real jiu-jitsu athlete. No, I just mean like an athlete. I think you need to roll with an athlete who's grappled before. And then we'll see what happens then. Because most of the time, you're talking about a dude who taps out hobbyists with ease. That's the kind of cunt that would say something like that, right?
Right.
So, like, you're a purple belt. You do some cool shit. You're flexible. You fuck people up in the room. You see some jiu-jitsu guy in the UFC or some fighter in the UFC move in a way that you think is a mistake. And you go, oh, why would he do that? Ugh, I would just da-da-da-da-da. And now you're no fucking different than a person who's untrained saying the same thing. Like, oh, why didn't he just slam him? Like, why didn't he just take the armbar? Like, go fuck yourself. Like, you've never felt what it's like to be pushed by someone who's actually strong. So, like, when someone who's actually strong does something that you think is a mistake, sometimes that shit feels more correct than you're prepared for. And, like, maybe you should chill the fuck out. Just saying.
Yeah. I think
A lot of these jiu-jitsu guys are stupid, and so, like, being around them can make you hate jiu-jitsu.
I don't think it's that necessarily. I think my girlfriend explained to me perfectly. She's like, oh, you never really liked jiu-jitsu. You always hated jiu-jitsu. You just do it because it's like really hard, and it's something that you need to do. It's something like hard work. I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense.
Until somebody pushes you too far.
Hmm.
So it's too far.
They're like, oh, you never liked jiu-jitsu.
It's like you never liked it.
Stupid. Like,
You're like, oh no, you like hard work, and you think this is hard work, so you do it. It's like, oh, okay, all right.
Is that how you feel about weightlifting too?
Weightlifting is hard work that is fun. It's better when nobody's around because then you don't have to have the peer pressure of somebody forcing you to do something at their speed. You can just do it at your speed, and you can.
All right. So, what if a hyper attractive Olympian that you had a crush on was watching you do squats? What would happen then?
Nothing would change because you know what? I'm not her, and she's not me. It's like I'm not blessed with those genetics. So I mean, like you probably do way more than I could ever do, and I'll never ever get a chance to. I can talk to you with my.
I don't even know what I was thinking about when it was happening.
Oh, dude, I already know. I wasn't even there, and I know what was in his head.
I
He's
was
seen
like-
her looking, and he was like, I gotta fucking blow both my knees out if I have to get this up.
Dude, all right, so since we've been here, I've been afraid to squat heavy or lift heavy in general because I am not the focus. So
Right.
like when I was at home working with Matt, I was the focus. Most of the time I was the only fucking person lifting when I was with him. But I'm A, not the only person lifting, B, not the focus, but I do get a lot of help, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not watching me do this, I lift light. Like today I tried sumo deadlifts for the first time. I put 5 kilos on the bar on either side.
Fucking kilos, bro.
5 kilos.
Don't know
Just
much
so that the bar wasn't on the floor was the only reason I did it. If the bar was higher, I could have lifted it out of the rack, right? I could have done that. But I just wanted the bar not to be on the floor. So I put 5 kilos on either side and practiced this new grip,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I felt weak and weird. And had I had real weight on the bar, I would have feared injuring myself. So I lift pretty light, but I'm doing squats, and I got my Big Daddy tape.
Still going strong. Uh
Big-
oh.
Strong here.
Big Daddy.
Can you see Big Daddy?
I do
You
see it.
Big Daddy.
So I'm rocking Big Daddy, and I do my warm-up squats, and I'm like, man, I feel kind of good. I feel kind of strong. And then I look over.
Mm-hmm.
But it appears that Lolo Jones,
Mm-hmm.
famous hurdler, gorgeous Amazon, has watched that set. And I'm like, oh my God, she just watched me squat the bar. I can't just let that be the last thing she sees. Like, oh, no. So I'm like, I'm doing triples today, motherfucker. I'm doing triples today, and they need to be heavier than anything I've done so far. So far, my heaviest triples out here were 205.
Yeah.
Today, I put 2 plates on that. I mean, yesterday I put 2 plates on that motherfucker, and I was like, I'm doing triples, and I'm doing them fucking good, and they were good. I had nice speed on them. I looked strong as fuck doing it, and then after that, I was like, I think I've earned the right to ask her for a picture, because I've been avoiding asking her for a picture the entire time she's been around.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I avoided eye contact. I didn't want her to think I was looking at her at any point.
Yeah.
This fucker just like playing hard to get.
No! And then yesterday I talked to her a little bit. After I did my squats, though.
Yeah.
And then today I talked to her, and today I got a picture.
They breathe the same air
So
in the same proximity.
Stop.
the way Darren operates with people.
I no longer have a crush.
Right.
I really don't.
No, I believe that. I'm just giving Casey some 411 about how Darren acts around people that are known for things. Is that if it's a guy, in that moment, if they're not busy, he'll walk up to them, say, "Hey, how's it going, sir?" Shake their hand, like, "Yes, you're a very cool person." And then if he feels compelled to, he may or maybe not ask for a picture. But if it's like a woman, it's like a stalking. If he has like time, it's like a stalking process. It's like he
Don't say
goes.
these things.
It's like he's like, all right, I gotta do these things, but I can't be. I know that she's around, but I just can't
He's
make the
praying.
connection. And then until it's
Darren lives in the shadows too.
and then until
That's
it's
true.
time where he's like he wants to make it known, then he makes it known. But the whole time, if he has time, he tries to like give himself preparation. Like, what am I gonna say? Like, I gotta say it like this. Like blah 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 blah. It's like no, that's not how
That's
I'm
not
gonna say
what I
it.
do. You son of a bitch. Look, what I do is I remember how shy I really am, is what happens. So, like, I'll see superstar Amazon hurdler lady,
Yeah.
Lolo, and I'll be like, oh, there's no way I have a right to talk to this lady without a motherfucking haircut and a fucking shave. I don't even deserve. Did I brush my teeth? Do I deserve to be around this woman? I don't think I do. But then I did those squats, and I was like, all right, I have earned the right
I
to
got some
speak.
clout now.
Not clout.
No, bullshit. He was like these deep ass squats.
You already know how I do those squats, Daddy. It looks like I'm trying to drop my asshole on a dildo.
Look, I'm gonna
I
call
go down, Daddy. I go all the way down, like you wish your fucking girlfriend would, you fucking cunt. I go all the way down, and then I bring it up, with fucking speed and fucking stability.
We should
The
do.
kind of stability you wish your marriage has had, you fucks. That's the stability in my knees as I push them out and drive the ass to the ceiling.
Swinging.
That's what she was witnessing. And so then I was like, all right, I've earned the right to speak. But it's not that I'm stalking, you son of a bitch. Oh, look what I've done. It's not, I just asked in my coffee. It's not that, that's how angry you made me. It's not that I'm stalking her.
Yes.
I'm avoiding her. I'm not like looking over the fucking fence. Is this bitch ready yet? I'm hiding, dog, because I don't want to be seen.
But
I have an issue with worth.
I understand
I have an
that.
issue with worth, which is why I had to do those squats so I could be okay enough to speak to her.
Until tomorrow. Like, I wish we had an update
She's
podcast
gone.
tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. But tomorrow, fucking D-Ron's gonna be Uncle D-Ron tomorrow. Like, oh, my back, my leg. I can't even fucking move.
Stop.
I can't even move.
I need Big Daddy Part 2. This is.
These are rumors.
I'm just saying this is all I'm saying is like if you have to make sure that you're like not looking at a person even though you're around them, that's still stalking. It's like you can call it whatever you want, hiding, whatever. It's like you're still stalking that person.
All right, we should talk about Casey now.
All right, Mr. Casey. How much do you weigh?
Motherfuckers are ganging up on me.
What's that?
How much did you weigh for like 5 minutes for your fight?
For 5 minutes,
For
I
your-
weighed. Well, it was a lot longer than 5 minutes. I'm not gonna bury anybody, but it was a lot longer than 5 minutes. But an organization and their organization.
Yeah, let's not bury that.
Let's not do that. It was amazing. It was an awesome time. It was probably one of my favorite memories I'm ever gonna have. But I was 170 for we'll say about an hour and a half.
Yeah, the better part of 2 hours.
But yeah, did not last very long.
That's good. That's good. So what is? I guess when was the last time you were like at that weight, or when was the last time you ever, you know?
So I was going through pictures today, like just going through my Instagram and stuff, and just I think the last time I was a reasonable 170 where I was like somewhat athletic
Mhm.
was probably about a year ago, like
Okay.
at least a year.
That's not that.
I mean, think about how fucking crazy that shit is. So it couldn't have been a year ago, nigga. Because really think about this. We've been here for 8 months.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
So we'll say a year and 8 months. We'll say a year and 8 months.
So a year before we got here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
See, that's how crazy time is.
Dude, yeah, it is. It really does.
That's how fucking crazy time is. So let's start closer to the beginning. So Casey Smith is rocking the t-shirt of his sister,
Mm-hmm.
Jessica I, who I moved to Vegas to be the jiu-jitsu coach of, and just try to build onto our lives, you know, like we wanted to do some bigger and better shit, and we came to a bigger, better spot to do it straight up. So Casey also decided he wanted to change his life, make his life bigger, better, and get back to fighting. When he decided to start that journey, Casey, you weighed what?
I was 268 on the scale.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Now, don't bring Jesus into this. Jesus was skinny, right?
Jesus was role model.
Jesus probably would fat shame him into never being 268. He would have been like, just come on a fast with me.
Yeah.
So when I first met Casey, Jessica looks me in the eye and goes, he's going to be way, way better than me. Way better than me. He's the future. Fucking help him. And I was like, I see this dude in front of me who's like very round, very big. And she tells me he's a 55 pounder and that he has all this shit going for him. And I'm like, okay, like for now, I will choose to believe that. And even if it's not true, we can make it true. So let's just roll the dice. I asked this nigga to shrimp, and just when he moved, I was like, oh, we're good. Like it was like as soon as he moved, I was like, oh, there's an athlete in there. Like she didn't make this up. Like that makes you feel so much better about everyone. Like for a second, I was like, is this bitch nuts? Like, how are we gonna do this? 55? Like what the fuck are you talking? He's a heavyweight. He's literally at the heavyweight limit. Whoa, what are we talking about 55 for? But then you think there are stories in MMA stories of guys like Joe Riggs. Joe Riggs used to be a 300-pound man and has fought as low as 155 pounds. So it's a journey that is difficult, obviously, but it's a journey that's been walked before by motherfuckers who I believe are less of a motherfucker than this motherfucker. Do you follow me?
Yes.
So I've gotten the privilege of seeing the journey, but I had not had the fucking hard road, the shovels road of being in that body. So, Casey, tell me, like, when we got here, was there ever a point, even if it was like for a moment, like what was the point where you had the most amount of doubt that this was possible?
Honestly, when we hit 200 pounds, because I was there for so long, like it seemed like I was there for months, and it like there was nothing happening, and it seemed like I was working out every day as hard as I could fucking work out. Nothing was happening, and I was getting my ass kicked too. Like that's the fucking defeating part. It's like I know what's happening, and like I see where these guys are going, and I'm just too damn fat to move. Like I couldn't fucking keep up with anyone, even guys that I knew that like I knew what they were doing. It's just so fucking defeating. But like again, like just getting up every single day and just being like, I don't fucking care. Like we're going no matter what. Like, and that's all I've really done is that's the only thing that's kept me going is I just get up every day and I just go, whatever, I'm going. I'm just doing it.
So there wasn't like some epiphany moment. It was a moment where like it was every moment you made the right decision. Mm-hmm. It was like I feel like this, but that doesn't really matter because I'm waking up tomorrow and doing the same shit no matter what.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was kind of like when me and Jess had talked in the car recently. Like I was just like, man, it just seems like everything I did this time was right. That's why like it couldn't be taken away. Like I didn't doubt it this time. Like all my friends even said they're like, man, like when we seen the pictures, like I've never seen you so confident. I've never been as confident as I was this time. Like. I know I put in the time, and I know that's what it's about, is if you put in the time, like, the work and everything comes with it, so you're going to be fine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to die. You know what I mean? As long as I work hard, I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, so, like, that's something that, like, my lifting coach back home, Matt, would say sometimes, was that, like, sometimes you just have to punch the time clock. Like, you're not going to feel like lifting or working out today, but if you just fucking clock in, and you do it because it's the right thing to do. Because you said you would, so you fucking do it. If you just do it, it'll all work out.
Yeah.
But if you listen to your stupid fucking feelings, who knows what's gonna happen? Your feelings are why you're 268. Nigga, like, yeah. Like doing what you felt got you round. Doing what you wanted to do and what you said you would do got you a TKO in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a much radder way to put shit.
A very, very good, like, feeling, I would say, this time, because I actually remember my first MMA fight. I was so hopped up on adrenaline. I don't remember a fucking second of the fight. Like maybe like a clip here and there, you know, because I've seen it a couple of times, but nothing like this time. Like
right, that's not the same as remembering, right? Yeah. Like there's a bunch of shit that I know I've done because I've watched myself do it. So like I know what happened. And I can tell you the story. But I don't have any actual personal recollection.
The feeling with it, too. Like, when you remember it, too, like, I think that's the best part about it this time is, fuck, I actually remember the feeling that happened when, like, I remember moments in the fight where I was like, oh, shit, I'm about to fucking win. Like, I remember the moment that it turned, and I was like, oh, wow, I'm about to win this fight. I just have to keep hitting. And thanks to Darren, I got it on a very big vocal level. Some of you guys will see the fight tonight if you have Cox Cable on channel 1380.
If you have Cox
Cable. And it'll be 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in Ohio. It'll be airing.
Cox
Cable. If not, over here in Las Vegas, it'll be 5 o'clock. It'll be airing. Tough Enough, round 10. And if you don't have it on there, a streaming device, BN.
Oh, yeah, BN Sports?
BN Sports.
Ooh, they show pro wrestling. Fuck with BN Sports.
BN is also streaming it. But, yeah, man, it's just, as soon as Darren fucking goes, what did you say? I'll let you tell the story. Because I think you actually remember the exact
there was a moment where he took them out. And I could tell by the reaction of the young man on bottom that he didn't have a very good escape. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's not that he couldn't reverse position or he couldn't cause some scramble. There wasn't going to be any technique, and he was feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And so I was like, he's lost and afraid under there. Punch his face off his head. And then Casey proceeded to do the punching.
Right.
We did that. It didn't take very many.
And that's the tone that I used. And like anyone that's ever worked with me in a corner or like on the side of a mat, like that's the way that I speak when I'm doing that job.
Move his head
Very
right
helpful.
now.
It's
Move.
very direct.
Yeah.
It gets the point
Thank
across.
you.
hear it.
Thank you.
I was in the center and I heard it very well.
Oh yeah, I say thank you. Yeah, see, Anthony's smiling because he knows all my fucking gimmicks. Like I'll be like, smash his face. Thank you.
I feel like one of those happened. I feel like when the first round, I feel like I got to thank you for something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember hearing a thank you.
Oh, I'm sure
I
we'll hear
think
it
it's when we
tonight.
moved to half guard.
Yeah.
When you were on top, you moved to half guard. I was like, thank you. Oh no. You pinned his arm and started giving him the beats.
Yeah.
I was like, I asked you to touch him. And then you started touching him. And I was like, thank you.
Everything worked according to plan. The corner was
Yes.
great. Roman Isbell, shout out to my other cornerman. He pretty much coached me all the way through this. I mean, he fucking made sure I got my hands together and he made sure I stayed disciplined in practice, that's for sure, and didn't just coast on days when I felt like coasting. So, shout out to him for sure.
I didn't envy his job on fight night.
No, 16 corners.
Dude,
Woo!
like it was like, you know how I have to corner at a jiu-jitsu tournament where
Yeah,
it's like
run.
you're like
turn.
match after match after match after match?
Yeah.
No one does that for fucking MMA. No one fucking does that. No one corners more than 2 fights. No one. Like, no one, dude. Like, every now and then, when they go to, like, a random UFC card in the middle of nowhere and they get all locals,
Yeah.
sometimes they have multiple guys from the same camp. Every now and then. But could you imagine anybody doing 10 fucking 16 fucking fights in a row? Like,
That's
what
amazing.
the fuck?
back to
Like,
back. One
it's like-
intermission.
It ends, and you walk back, and there's your fighter. Your next fighter's standing right there. So win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter. As soon as it's over, when you walk back, your guy is right there. Fuck, looking for guidance.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, that's a hectic job. Shout out to Roman.
Yeah,
That's
I was
crazy.
very happy that the fight before me is a girl, Sydney Slick. Shout out to her too. She got the W that night as well.
MMA Sid, follow
Yeah.
that motherfucker.
She's dope. She's super dope. She ended up winning right before I did, so it gave me the confidence. I'm like, all right, Roman's coming back. We're positive. We're good right now. Like, we're good. We got a positive dude coming. He's not sad. We're
Positive
good.
dude coming.
Great. Like, that was one of the things that I didn't talk about with anybody. I'm like, yo, if he's come back and this nigga's crying, like, I'm gonna be a little scared. I'm gonna be a little scared a little bit. Like, I don't care what this kid's got. I'm nervous now.
That's so funny. What
So
song
it was
did
a
you come,
positive experience.
What song
It
did
was
you come out
awesome.
to?
Quoi?
What song did you
I
come out
walked
to?
out to President Carter by Lil Wayne.
Oh.
It was either that or I was coming out to East 1999 by Bone Thugs, and I
Oh.
wish I would have came out to Bone Thugs, but I would have massacred that kid in the cage if we would have walked out. Like, I don't. There would have been no wrestling. There would have been no wrestling. It would have been just. I would have thrown every bit of hands I
Just
had
like
in
everything.
2 minutes of the first round, and we would have been done for. It might have been a little more exciting, but
Hey,
I probably would have thrown up a lot earlier than I did
hey,
from nerves.
there you go.
I made it to the back this time. I didn't have to run outside.
That's good.
That was a good thing.
That's actually
As
really
soon as we
good.
got done, we got the win. You know, congratulations, cool. People talking about the mustache, dope. All right, I gotta throw up. See you later.
Do you have a cool nickname that they've called you out to?
I don't have a nickname yet. I feel like that's got to come. I feel like somebody has to give that to you. Like, that's got to come organically.
Okay, no, I
can't
just
do
didn't know
it
if you
for
had one
myself.
already. I just didn't know if you already had one. It's funny already gave you a nickname.
Nah, not yet. I wish. I'm actually not like too sad. Like, I actually like the way my name sounds. I feel
Yeah.
like I don't hear that very often. Like, I hear Smith, but like,
What's that like?
yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
I fucking hate my name.
I
It's like
used
my
to.
secret. My secret is that I don't like my name. I don't know if everybody knows that.
I don't know.
I
I think it's grown on me now. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. You did something right. I like that one. We'll keep that one around.
We'll keep it.
Shout out to Doug.
Last question.
shit.
Last basic question. Are you gonna move down to 155 to your original weight eventually, or are you gonna stay at 170?
We are definitely going to 155. It is
Awesome.
definitely happening.
Awesome.
Not only is 155 happening, we're not just going to 55.
You're working your way down.
We're taking 155.
It's
That's a major difference.
It's gonna be pretty.
See, some
big
people drop to a weight class. Some people do that. Lots
Yeah.
of people do that. You know what we do?
You take the weight class.
We drop into the weight class with fucking guns, dude. With fucking guns drawn. and our dicks out like general butt naked. I'm like a Liberian child soldier
General
out here.
butt naked.
I've got fucking clitorises on fucking chains on my neck right now.
Mm.
I've been doing nothing but eating gunpowder, snorting cocaine, smoking weed, and thinking about chopping up children. That's my mood right now.
There you go.
See, I'm just gonna make the weight and fight. You know what I mean? Like,
He's like,
that's my part. Darren gets to do all that.
He's like, I get to just show up.
Yeah, I just get to show up, fight.
I'm just having fun. You know what would be really fun, Anthony?
What would
Watch
be-
this segue right now.
what
This
would
is
be?
so ridiculous. This is nonsense. You know what's really fun, Anthony?
Yeah.
Throwing midgets. You ever thrown a midget?
I have not, but I
Have you ever thrown a midget in a righteous way? Because like usually midget tossing is frowned upon, right?
Yeah, isn't it banned a lot now?
It is. But what if you had the opportunity to do it as like a public service? Like what if you were in a position where you really kind of had to throw a midget in order to save the day? And then once you threw said midget, imagine being judged poorly and harshly by your peers. Does that even sound like a realistic scenario, Anthony?
It doesn't, but it has happened.
It has happened even recently, has it not?
Yes. Would you guys like to watch the video? I
Yes, we would.
could possibly show it to the
Take me
viewers.
to the footage, Anthony.
Let me show it to the viewers as well. Hold on. Let's see if I can.
I'm in a place right now, and I don't care.
Share screen.
Dude, I don't even feel like Anthony's hand's a part of this. You see?
Oh
his-
no, he shows us. I hate when he does that. I don't like my name. I don't like my face. I fucking hate myself.
So everybody's watching this with you. So let's
All right,
let's start it back up to the beginning.
We come upon a school bus where a lunchbox has been thrown out of, some other object has been thrown out of, and now the bus driver seems to be dragging a child. Oh my god, he just threw that child off the bus. And look at this irate black lady assaulting that guy like, hey, you can't just fucking throw children off your bus. Fuck wrong with you, cuz? I don't even think she really swears, actually. She kind of conducted herself well there. And then they go back to check on the child, and the child turns out to be an adult male midget wearing a backpack, trying to conceal his face and hide on the bus with the children. Now, it is unknown currently by us. Maybe the internet knows already. You have a phone, and then you have the internet.
Yes.
Perhaps the internet knows what truly happened and what the root of the midget being there. And I say midget because there's only 5 midgets in the world, and I'm not going to use politically correct terms to avoid offending 5 people. Go fuck yourself. If the term midget bothers you, you're the fucking problem.
Agreed.
So go fuck yourself. Anyway, so yeah, they discover this is a grown man, and everyone kind of like disperses. They kind of get weirded out, but no one lashes out at the fucking midget, which I think is appalling. Like the fact that like they initially assault the bus driver, I think is kind of sort of good. It's kind of sort of good. It means that their intention was to protect this child, right? I don't think it was necessarily the right thing. I think the first thing you do, as soon as there's separation between giant human assaulting tiny human, right? When that's what you see. If you see a person who's big, throw a person that's little, I wouldn't go for the big person. I would immediately go toward the littler person and see how they were doing. I check on the state of the smaller person first. Then I would assess the other person. Are they fleeing? Are they engaging? Or are they staying put where they are? Then I would decide what I would do next, right? But whatever, like you were seeking some form of justice for the little child when you went forward. But once you realize that not only was that person in the right for throwing them off, but that person was in a situation where they could have become highly dangerous to the population they were hiding in. Like, you're a grown-ass man wearing a purple backpack and hiding your face. You know what you're doing is wrong. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, you got a lunchbox and a doll, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
Like, are you a diddler? Or are you regressing? Like, do you want to be in that environment and so you're just trying to participate in the environment, hoping you'll get away with it? Or is there something even more nefarious? Like, it's hard to know.
And why was nobody shot?
Well, it's because it appeared to be New York City, but I'm just stereotyping based on some of the sounds.
There's much less things going on around here, and people are getting shot.
I have breaking news. and I will show you a
Oh.
video.
Oh shit!
I have breaking news. Give me a second. You'll see your faces again for a short moment.
No, I need it. Yes.
Nah, look at the
Here you
mustache.
go.
That shit's right.
Now, I will narrate this video
Is that
for
the bus
you.
driver?
That's the bus driver. That's the guy. This is a prank video. This was all.
Oh! I'm gonna pull my dick out of the internet. I can't believe they got me that hard.
Yeah, so this was just a giant prank video where these are both two comedians, and it's like a thing they did. Like the bus is like
First
empty.
of all, midgets can't be funny.
Yeah, come on. That's just being fucked up.
Nah, I would powerbomb that little nigga if I saw him in real life.
Yeah, so this thing is
You
just
get the
all.
You would get the fucking beats, and I'm not even a producer.
This is-
I would toss that niglet much harder than this fucking fake bus driver did.
yeah. So this
And
is-
then I would go after that fake bus driver too.
Yeah.
I'm still on some child soldier shit. Like they need to fucking behave before somebody get hurt.
Yeah. Like I said, much less has happened. Somebody could have got shot.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sad nobody got shot because then they would have been like, oh, see, you fucking around. That's why you shot and bleeding.
yeah.
That's what funny.
Like, what's that meme I showed
That
you
would have
the
been a
other day?
dead midget. What if that midget died?
Yeah.
I don't need no dead midgets on my record. I don't want a dead midget. Is there a sign that says dead nigger midget storage in front of my house?
No.
You know why? Yeah, so that I'm really sad that they got me that strong.
Yeah.
They got me strong.
Dave, you know what I was just thinking? There's only one person that's ever made it away with getting shot and still being able to talk shit, and it was that meme I told you the other day. It's like 50 Cent got shot 9 times, like, what, 10 years ago or something like
Oh
that?
yeah, and
And
every
he
day
still-
this
every
nigga
day
tells me why.
reminds you why. You know what I mean? Like, you could have shot that little midget. It would have been the last time we hear from that retarded motherfucker trying to hear the kid's bus.
It'd have been a
choking
wrap.
around.
No.
There's been a rap on that midget.
Fuck, you can't be fucking with white people's world like that. We got rapists in the church.
Well,
You can't
Can't
be
deal with
fucking
this.
with white people's worlds like
Yeah.
so
We
silly.
thought we were safe with all black people. Now look, they're trying to get on little kids' buses.
that. Nope. Just the little tiny ones.
Can't
like
go
me.
to church.
Just trying to get clout. That's all it is.
Can't go to your coach.
Nope.
That's a bummer.
You can't even fucking go hang out
Whatever.
with black friends
That
now.
Instagram cloud's gonna get super weird when they take all the fucking likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like temporary or is it permanent?
I don't know, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. I don't give a fuck what happens in any social media platform. Like, I'll either decide to figure it out and learn how to win, no matter what rules they make, or I'll just post like I do without any kind of concern at all. Like, all of them can suck my dick, honestly. Like, they're just there to get money out of.
All
That's
of
all
them.
they're there for. Fuck you, Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all your shit.
Especially if you think you're important, you cocksuckers.
All
What
right.
he said.
Well, while Darren is gone, you wanna break down this card, this UFC card
Break it down. Is that today or tomorrow?
tomorrow. So when this comes out, what's his face? We'll have won the fight for the main event.
Why are you sitting so far away where you can't smoke weed?
Charging my phone over here.
Cool.
Let's see this for the prelims.
I mean, there's plugs all over the house.
You're saying?
Just saying. There's only like 1.5 joints left. I
Yeah.
already smoked the big one.
Yeah. Way to go, Corey.
Oh shit! What is this?
This is the
Card. We were
prelim for the
going without
UFC. I was waiting for you. I was setting you up so you could start trashing.
Plug my shit in.
Is this the card where the girl missed weight?
I believe so. I can find that article.
Which one's the one that was talking shit?
Hold on.
Show me her face.
She has no face.
Which one was it?
Let me see.
Which one of these fucking
Where's she trained?
broke dick
Uh,
trainers?
Hold on.
If she really was a broke dick tranny, she'd kind of be my ideal woman.
Hold on.
I don't know. Tell me which one it was.
I think it's Veronica Macedo. She's the one that got bounced from the card. I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. All right, good. Yeah, bounce that. fucking
Allegedly,
bitch.
she's
Kick
the one that was
rocks.
talking shit about being
Allegedly.
the best and all
Hold
that.
on. Yeah, let me pull up a picture for you so you can
Okay,
get
she ain't
your
the
hate.
But if you're gonna be the best, you gotta make weight.
Yeah. You can't even make weight.
There you go.
I hope you didn't say nothing about my homegirl. Cause like, Jess is an honor culture bitch. She'll slap you in the face in real life.
Yeah.
If you named her, if you said like I'm better than Jessica I will slap you in your fucking
Yeah.
face.
Like, now you have a fight. Like, now you have a fight.
Like
You
I'm a
fucked
nice
up.
guy. I don't do that shit. I'll wait until there's some kind of contract, or like or you gotta actually touch me. But like you can say the wrong thing and get popped in the mouth.
Don't get Masvidal.
Understand? Yeah, you'll get that 3-piece in a soda real quick.
Fuck.
You get that barbecue and chicken special. You don't want any parts of those.
Right.
All right. Well, I don't see it, so I don't see it. So I'm just gonna move on if that wasn't her. 'Cause
They
I-
already bounced her from existence.
Yeah, they bounced her. I think she.
But
is-
couldn't forget about her. She couldn't make weight in a small organization.
Yeah, you fucking ooh.
When you're gonna talk shit on a major level, you gotta calm down.
so-
What organization was she even about to fight for? LFA or something?
Yeah, it's gonna be LFA. There was another piece that I wanted to talk to you about, Anthony. What was it?
You want me to talk about the Browns game?
Oh shit!
All right.
Yes! Let's talk about the fucking Browns.
All right.
My
Give me a
fucking
second.
heroes. First of all, let's talk about the fact that they're gonna make the playoffs, and when they do, I'm gonna pull my dick out on this podcast. I'm gonna figure out how to do it and get away with it. And I don't care that I said it already, YouTube. I dare you to fucking catch me. Second of all,
You'll have to watch every podcast until we do it.
I'm gonna do it. I will pull my dick out when the Browns make the playoffs, and I don't care who knows. Do something about it. Fuck yourself. Next.
All right. So do you
They're
want to
also
you want to watch
2
the video
wins
of the
in a row.
Browns?
While the universe tries to hate on us, we're 2 wins in a row, and the next team we face has a record of what, 2-7.
Yeah. And then we play the Steelers again.
Yeah.
So we're about to get 2 more wins in a row. Woo,
There
suck
you
it.
go.
Now, there was an altercation. there was some violence involving helmets and shit. But I want to address this from the perspective of like defense attorney for my Browns players.
Mm.
So who's my first client? Who's the man who I must defend? What's his name?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. I am Myles Garrett's attorney.
All right.
And I want you to see the footage from what I believe is my client's perspective.
So
Anthony,
yes.
can we begin to play the footage? Do you have the ability to pause it once it's playing?
Yes, I do. So Instagram or no,
All right.
YouTube.
I'm going to ask you to hit pause. I'm going to say it like I'm Dame Dash. I'm going to be like, pause.
All right. YouTube listeners, you
All right,
guys
so-
gotta get your own video.
Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. So now, the interaction is already underway. Let's start at the beginning. Unless they show it and then they re-show it. I think that's how this.
Did they
this
show it and they
works.
reshow it? Yeah.
All right, so let's pause it at the beginning of the interaction. So we'll watch it all the way through.
All right.
A bunch of more motherfuckers get involved. None of this matters. And get to the fucking heart of the matter, dude. Get to the heart of the matter, because I think what has happened, the results are that Mr. Garrett, my client, has been suspended indefinitely from the NFL, right? So here's what I believe my client experienced. My client, Myles Garrett, took a player down in legal play. While he took that man down, that man attempted to strike him in the groin. That man, watch this tackle. Boom. The man attacks my client's groin, reaches for my client's helmet in an effort to claw out his eyes. My client then gets up, grabs the helmet of this ruffian, rips the helmet from him, and walks away. He is being escorted away by a referee and one of the Steeler players when he is then assaulted again by this other athlete, by this Steelers player, this quarterback. When he had one Steelers player, a referee, and the quarterback closing distance, he then took the weapon of his helmet and used it to defend himself. He swung it once defensively and clipped this man in the head. That did happen. He touched him. He touched him. At that point, they were separated once again, and he was assaulted by 3 players. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's a shoot. That's what happened. Now, he's been suspended indefinitely, mainly because he swung a helmet. But when he swung the helmet, I think it's reasonable that he could have assumed that he was in a great amount of danger and that was a reasonable escalation, considering the fact that he had at least 2 people coming at him in an aggressive manner. If 2 people are coming toward you at any point in your life, I think you're allowed to use a weapon to defend yourself in a way that is reasonable. And he swung a thing one time. He connected kinda. And there's no reason to take this dude's fucking career from him. And taking more than a game away from this guy is a fucking crime. Now what's up now? Do I sound crazy?
I feel it's rightfully defended. I mean, fuck, we should have beat his ass in the parking lot after that.
But now here's the other thing, though. So then I think my client, Mr. Garrett, should have been tackled and soccer kicked as he was. Because if you're a player for the other team and somebody hits your fucking quarterback in the head and you don't attack that guy,
Who are you?
then he can never trust you again. He can never trust any of you again. He will never have any confidence standing behind that line ever again. And when they attacked my client, his helmet remained on, so he was punched in the face or in the head, and he was soccer kicked in the head, but at least his helmet was on, and he was somewhat protected from these strikes. So these strikes were more demonstrative than they were damaging. So I think it's a draw. I think you do small fines and you let bygones be bygones. But if you do that, the fear is that you're encouraging a violent culture in the game, and that more of these events will happen. I think this is an isolated event, and you don't need to do demonstrative, preventative things like punishing people, assuming that other motherfuckers won't do shit. When people want to fight, they're going to fight. When people want to do wild shit, they'll do wild shit. You can't threaten punishment. Like, no one can threaten punishment to me. If you're listening. You too. Like, nobody can threaten me by saying, like, you can't do this. Like, I just said I'm going to pull my ticket on the internet, and I meant it. Like, you can't threaten me. I do whatever the fuck I want. And so at the end of the day, when people are running at each other at full speed, I bet they think the same thing. I think they think they can do whatever the fuck they want. And maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. I know I am.
So there's that.
What? Come on, that wasn't even a hard promo.
That wasn't our promo.
Tori.
All right, let's see.
There's someone off camera. We have a new roommate.
I do.
We're not sure if she likes us or not.
Oh,
But we like her. She's nice.
that's good. Well, shout out to you, roommate.
Thanks, man.
She was sitting in the corner charging her phone, and we were smoking weed,
I
and
didn't know what you guys were doing. I didn't want to interrupt.
she was so far away, and I think she was just shy, thinking like, oh, they're doing a thing. But like,
We ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
yeah, this is just something, this is like breathing.
Yeah.
This is like
so,
doing natural shit. It's been 218 episodes. This is like normal now.
I wanted to be respectful.
Yes, respect. People talk about that all the time.
Yes.
You're a nice lady. Anthony?
Darren, it's time for you to bury Jess.
Oh, yeah, let's bury Jess. But I forget why.
Luke Rockhold.
There's a couple reasons. Like let's talk about one reason. So I need you to look up BMX Olympics Connor. He just gave me the look like you shouldn't do this. I'm doing this.
That's hilarious.
It's over. It's over.
Connor
I'm
Fields.
fired. Let's go.
Connor Fields.
She'll be fine.
I know.
She'll walk it right off.
She'll have no choice.
Oh, this young strapping man, Connor Fields.
All right, so he's been at the PI doing like testing and stuff and having footage taken of him, and he's a BMX cyclist. I actually took a picture of his bike today because I used to be obsessed with BMX, right? And but when I was like a small kid, so before Connor was fucking born, and I was like, oh man, I've never seen a high level bike up close, and it was neat. It was neat. And I might post that on Instagram later today as well with my picture with the Amazon Lola. But like, so he's a cyclist, and cyclists are known to have gigantic, powerful legs, gigantic butts, right? And I hadn't noticed Connor's butt until somebody pointed out that he had giant quads, right? Jessica, she was like, have you seen his legs? And I was like, what? Like, she was like, have you seen them?
What?
And I was like, no, like, I don't normally look at other niggas like that. Like,
She probably came up all creepy, like, too, like, oh my god. Like,
but now here's the thing.
Yeah.
she's like, don't look at him, but keep looking at him.
Now I can't stop looking at them.
Yeah.
Now I know he's gonna catch me, like she got caught. Like I'm gonna get caught too. like it's like you ever see the Jamie Foxx bit about Prince? Jamie Foxx had a bit about Prince where he was like, "Look, man, I'm straight, right? But one time I looked Prince directly in the eye, and it's like It's kind of like that. It's like I don't like dudes. But one time I looked Connor directly in his thigh, and I got a little confused about what I liked. And I was like, I don't know if it was envy or desire. I don't know what I felt, but I had a feeling. I don't normally have a feeling when I see another human being. Like I had a feeling. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I buried her or if I buried me, but I'm just saying I wouldn't have even known about the quads that were bouncing around the fucking gym. She hadn't said something about them.
These bouncy quads.
These bouncy ass quads, bro.
How dare they?
All right.
God damn it. That's why I was doing those fucking squats.
You said Lola and
All
Connor.
this dude does is bite.
God damn it.
Just huge quads, huge
I
kids.
gotta get my BMX back.
Right, we should just fucking empty the pool.
No, oh shit. Don't fuck.
Just
Oh my god. You know who has the perfect pool for this?
Who?
Henry's pool, dude. Henry has the fucking like fucking skaters pool.
Look, you ain't even gonna swim, bro. Just empty your shit. You
You
got enough
know
money.
good
Fill
and
that
goddamn
tomorrow.
well.
Fill
Like,
that shit tomorrow.
if you really want to swim, you can go swim in a bunch of places. Like, but
Yeah.
how many places could we just ride our bikes in? Like stop.
You got
making
the
it-
fucking park, bro. Like, there's a fucking.
Why would we
skate
go to?
park.
Shit, I don't want to go there. There's children there.
Yeah, fuck
They're
that
gonna
kid.
see me. They're gonna be like, first of all, if I cut my hair and shave, they're gonna think I'm one of them.
Don't make me pull Cat Williams. I'll beat a kid up. I, ain't
I will
scared.
fuck a kid up.
Right.
Let's
Let me
keep it
see
real.
you smoking a cigarette. Blow that shit at me, Poppy. Let's see the last time you fucking ever handle a cigarette.
Nuts.
nuts.
I'll fucking beat you with your own skateboard.
You ever seen the movie Kids?
No.
I think we've talked about that. I don't think
There's a good skateboard beatdown in Kids. It's like maybe the best one ever.
Oh wait, yeah. It's before,
Like, with
it's
the
before
trucks,
Lords
dog.
of Dogs.
With the
House.
trucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
on your fucking dome.
Yo, did you guys? All right, this is like early YouTube. This is like early YouTube when everybody was watching like fight videos and shit. Like just people getting beat up in the streets. There is a video of a fucking like young Latino man with a gun talking to a bunch of skaters, and this skater fucking popped him right in the face with the trucks. As he pointed him with a gun, he was like,
Yes.
"Clap, dude." This dude got the ass beating of a fucking decade.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Dude, he gets hit with the trucks while he's out on the ground.
Yeah.
As he should.
Yo, they tried to kill this motherfucker, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, "Damn, that was sweet."
Yeah, no, that is
Sweet.
fucking sweet.
It was sweet.
So there's also like the old school video of Mike Valet.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mikey V.
Takes off his shirt.
Take his shirt off.
Take the shirt off and throw it out.
Let's go. Let's go. Which one of you guys want to go?
You know what? Call me a skater faggot. That was you. Shit is so rad.
You see legs. You just see legs hit the ground. That's all you see. It's a
It's
bunch
so
of
fun. Justice beatdowns are the best. They are.
Sometimes just beatdowns are pretty fucking sweet.
They are.
Watching them on YouTube and just like, "Oh, you fucking, well, you stepped on my goddamn Timbs," and then somebody gets their ass beat. Like, damn, dude, you gotta be careful out here. Fucking watch your goofy ass feet.
What was I gonna say? Oh, part 2 of the destroying of Jess. Luke Rockhold, Nicky Rods.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's
All right.
the other
So
one. This one's gonna be great.
I didn't know that Polaris had an event planned
Yeah.
until Miss I was like, Nicky Rod is fighting Luke. I don't think she said fighting. Like Nicky Rod and Luke Rockhold are gonna be in Polaris, and I was like, oh shit! If that wasn't in fucking London or wherever the fuck, I might want to go. And she was like, yeah, I might want to go too. I was like, what? Like,
Man,
apparently she thinks Nicky Rod is quite the catch. That Nicky Rod is quite the catch. I was like, you know he's a model, right? She was like,
So silly.
she got expensive.
No, there's
things out
lots.
there.
Look, dude, there's lots of cute boys out here in the streets,
Of course.
and
Yeah, they wear makeup and shit now. There's some dudes
And
I'm
so-
looking at. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Why you gotta be so fucking pretty?
if I were a single lady with a blue check, I'd be looking around, deciding who I was gonna throw some mackin' on,
Yeah.
you know. But as long as I remain check free.
This is a perfect
I don't give a
segue for
fuck.
that. This is a perfect segue for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You niggas want some stickers?
Yeah, you motherfuckers want some stickers. If you have to mac on somebody and you need a meme,
All you canister wearing,
all you canister
you
holding
canister carrying
motherfuckers,
motherfuckers.
shout out to Jim Jam
Jim
out
Jam.
here. Get you a Jessica I Cleveland
Ooh.
sticker. throw it up in your man's DM. Where's it at? Where's the money? Where's the good credit?
You got it.
Come out here.
Only if you got good credit.
Yeah,
Or big titties.
good credit.
You're gonna have one or the other.
Yeah.
Good credit, good titties.
They gotta
It
be
doesn't
big
even
enough.
make any
They
sense.
gotta be big enough to be held like this on the shoulders of the evil eye.
There you go. Some
All right.
Do we have any weird news?
We have plenty of weird news. We can talk
Oh,
about
shit.
people getting accidentally getting dosed with weed at McDonald's. We can talk about 3 Indiana judges
My ass.
getting into a brawl. We can talk about how a bank teller robs a bank person or I don't know, a customer at his house. So he goes to the person's house. There's a home invasion. So which one would you like to talk about?
Let's take it from the top.
All right. Sorry, what did I say? Pop. So basically what happened was this in Hilton Head, which I don't know where that is.
South Carolina.
There you go. Basically what happened is this guy went through the drive-thru, just ordered some sweet tea, and he's like, extra lemon. The guy in the thing's like, extra lemon? And he's like, yeah, extra lemon. He's like, all right, I got you. And then apparently this dude's just like, I guess he never had weed before, so he's been like, he's this 24-year-old kid, I guess. And
Loser.
basically.
What are you doing in your 20s?
And so he's just going through, just sipping the sweet tea. This tea tastes kind of weird, but I'm thirsty. I need something to drink, and I gotta get through to my next job. So he just keeps slurping it up, and all of a sudden, he's like, "I'm high as a kite." And turns out, he opens it up. There's like a bunch of bags of weed in his yeah, like in his tea, and apparently he just
How
poked.
much?
They didn't disclose, but there was they said at least 2 bags.
But did they say, give me some weight?
They don't give you weight. They're not trying.
Talking about bags. And they're like,
I don't know.
That
Bags.
could be anything.
I don't know.
Was it a large tea?
Yeah, it's a $1 sweet tea,
I seen
dog.
a drug bust of 7 grams one time.
7 grams?
Yeah, like if a bust. What the fuck?
They're like, everybody, nobody move.
With that
Let
dollar
me
sweet
get
tea.
that quarter ounce of weed. Fully.
So that actually happened recently too.
Everybody.
Somebody got
Say
sent to prison for 2 months because they got a half ounce of weed, and he also has does a show with guns, so he had $400,000 worth of guns in his house.
Oh, yeah, weed and guns don't mix,
No.
bro.
You can't mix. You can't cross the streams.
No.
Yeah, dude.
One time I was with a homie who's a cop, and he was like, oh, meet me at the blah, blah, to go shooting. And I was like, cool. He goes, Darren, do you have your own gun? And I was like, no. I mean, I have a shotgun, but I wasn't going to bring it. He goes, okay. Never have that stuff you like and a gun in your car at the same time, ever. And I was like, yeah, I never. He goes, never. I was like, but I would.
Never.
And I was like, yes. Yeah, you can't have a fucking gun with marijuana in the same place, in the same space. It's a fucking super felony. You go to jail forever.
Yeah.
It's no good.
Yeah.
Bad news bears.
You go to jail for at least 2 months.
But one, if you're selling weed out of the fucking Mickey D's, right?
Yeah.
How did you give the guy 2 bags if he didn't give you enough money to warrant you giving them 2 bags? And why would he give you enough money if he didn't want the weed?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. I agree.
How did the exchange actually take place? If I've got to put the weed in there, why would I put any bags of weed, no matter what they weighed? I wouldn't give you 2 fucking 5 sacks when I was in middle school if you didn't give me $10.
What if it was way?
So how did I decide, okay, I'll put my weed in the guy just because he said extra lemon? Where's my cheddar, cuz?
Yeah, see, that's how I feel like it's a setup. You know what I mean? That kid was in cahoots with that kid to
We
get some
also
weed.
got duped by that midget video, so now we're suspicious.
Yeah, but what if it was like this? He was going to buy weed and he knew the code word, extra lemon, and they knew that, and so he rolls up, tries to get.
But what if
weed,
you
and
shoot
they-
just one lemon?
Yeah, but what if he shorted him? What if he shorted him? And he was like, man, how are we gonna get this motherfucker
He's
back?
like, yeah, I'm gonna say
He's
I
like,
got
wait.
toast.
We're gonna say we got dose. This is the first time I ever smoked weed, bro. This is crazy. How did he know he was high? How the fuck do you know extra lemon?
No one's ever asked for extra lemon at McDonald's.
Ever at McDonald's? You ain't
Yeah.
ever want a lemon from McDonald's.
Never ever.
They're not known for their citrus.
Yeah, never.
Yeah. I mean,
It's fucking unreal.
it's so stupid. All right.
Oh my god.
Basically, this guy called the police on himself. Told him hey, I got 10 McNuggets, double cheeseburger,
2 bags of weed.
2 bags of weed in my sweet tea, and woo, I'm feeling it. And the people were looking at him funny, what's going on, dude? What are you talking about? You don't got no weed. He's like, look at my cup. It's like, yeah, that's definitely weed in there. So, yeah, I think
But again, why am I putting weed in my tea? How many? I mean, is it in a vacuum sealed gimmick?
They don't go into pictures. They just literally
And if
tell.
it was like, man, yeah,
It's
that's
a
right.
setup.
You're right.
It's a setup.
This nigga
They
lying.
sorted him. They sorted him and he got his ass. They were like, oh, you work at McDonald's? You so dope? Well, guess what? Now you don't work at McDonald's.
They the McDonald's in my neighborhood, the one that I grew up on,
Mm-hmm.
where I would get like a Happy Meal every month because my parents loved me. Instead of like feeding me trash, like my parents cooked food and made me read books.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if other parents in the ghetto, that's where I'm from, don't forget. Don't let the accent fool you. Like, imagine if all the other parents on my street did what my parents did and like didn't just feed their kids garbage and made them eat food and read books and shit. Like, that would be cool. But no, that McDonald's in my neighborhood got shut down and knocked down because they were running heroin out that bitch.
Oh, amazing.
They were running smack out my McDonald's.
To the
These dudes out here
kids.
just selling a little bit of weed.
To
They
the
were just trying to
kids.
sell some weed in a fucking vacation town. Like, that's what Hilton Head is.
Yeah.
It's a vacation town. He was trying to make sure everybody could have fun. And some motherfucker had to try to shut it down because he didn't feel like he got enough bang for his buck. You cocksucker.
There you go.
This
A curse upon your house. I bite my thumb at you.
All right.
That's Shakespeare, you fucking cunts.
Sorry. I don't read the old English anymore.
You don't speak the King's English?
Not anymore. I speak America's English now.
Oh my god. Okay, can the audience see this?
If I want them to, they can.
All right, let them see it, but we have to still read it for the podcast audience, the audio folk.
So 3
diehards.
Indiana
The ones
judges.
who are really, really in my heart, who've been there since day one.
It's all me. 3 Indiana judges suspended after White Castle brawl that left 2 of them wounded.
One of them is female, it appears.
Yeah, she
But
started.
it's 2019, Casey.
She started it off.
Anthony, it's 2019.
She was the issue.
I shouldn't go assuming gender.
No, she's a female as far as they're concerned.
Are they using the pronoun she or are they using a they? Are we dealing with a they?
They said woman, and then they said woman, and they say she. So I'm gonna go with.
All right.
Is she wounded?
Maybe she wasn't educated at a liberal arts college.
Well, it's Indiana, so you gotta take it where you gotta see.
The great clan state of Indiana.
Exactly. So basically,
That's a shoot. Indiana's a fucking clan
yes,
state.
it is. It's beautiful.
That's a shoot.
It's a beautiful.
Like everyone's like, oh, down south, it's super weird. You know what the weirdest place is?
Indiana.
Indiana. Like that's the blackest I've ever felt in my life.
It's amazing.
You know you don't look like anybody, and they don't want you there.
You're either
You are in Indiana.
you're either a superhero or just like the villain. Like either you're like the best thing they've ever seen. Like, oh my god, I've never seen one of like you before. Or it's time
Oh
to.
man, that's the best.
Yeah.
And I always get that shit because I got that Carlton accent, you know? When you got that fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Carlton accent, you got that gimmick going for
I
you.
want to talk to you.
They're like, oh, he's one of the nice ones. He speaks so well.
Yeah.
You can see his knees.
He speaks.
You can see his
He
knees.
speaks so well.
You can see his knees.
So articulate. He's an intelligent black man.
You know, that joke was told by
It's
a
like-
black man to me. He's like,
Yeah?
"Want to know when you say around a black man?" I was like, "When?" He was like, "When you can see his knees." And I was like, "What?" He was like,
That's so funny.
he was like, "They sag their pants or they wear long jeans and shit." He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You can't trust them." I was like, "Whoa, damn."
That's
You
so
can see
funny.
their knees.
If you can see his knees, you're good.
I'm like, "Oh shit." Okay.
That's
that
pretty
makes sense.
fucking funny. All right, so they legit scrapped. They seriously brawled, or is that just how they got the headline?
No, they 2 people got shot.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Was the girl shot?
No, the girl was the one who started the fight. So
yeah,
See, exactly.
See,
This is some
this is
shit.
some 2019 shit.
Yeah.
so
Like,
basically,
first of all,
Why wasn't she shot? First question.
she should have been shot.
Yeah.
First
Wow.
one.
well, she started the stuff and then left to go get help and came back and her buddies.
Oh, she left the key back. Oh, this fucking punk ass bitch.
So,
These beats.
so this is how the story goes. So first, this is a judicial conference. So they're like, a bunch of their buddies are running around all across the.
What time is it?
Oh, it's after 3 a.m.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're on cocaine and they're drunk. Continue.
Yeah, basically, that's what it is. Yeah, they've basically been drinking all night, and they try to go to a strip club called the Red Garter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We've been sniffing that cocaine.
And then, so what happens is there's 4 of them initially. One judge goes inside to the. Oh, I'm sorry. And they end up at a White Castle. So one judge goes inside to go grab White Castle. This female judge is out there with the 2 guys. This female sees this SUV passing by. And she raises the middle finger at them as they're yelling at her.
Bitch.
And so
She
basically,
committed a cardinal sin. Continue.
she did. So basically, they start getting into an argument. The people park the car, get out, start talking back and forth. The 2 guys get in the middle of it, and they start scrapping. Ba ba ba. And then let's see, Brandon Kaiser and Alfredo Vasquez are the 2 delinquents in question. And basically, what happens is Kaiser's like, "I'm tired of this like telling this roll around stuff." He pulls out a gun, shoots one dude in the stomach, and then a dude in the chest twice. And then just peels out. And then the bell comes back from banging at the White Castle door. Call 911! Call 911! And then basically they come back. She calls 911, and then they come, and all 3 judges are suspended. 2 judges are injured, as they say, and yeah, and they'll be suspended for 30 days, which is interesting.
All right. So, look. I know that people, even in my own home, disagree with me.
Yeah.
I do not interact with fucking strangers. No matter how wrong they are, if I'm in my car and you do something fucking stupid, I don't engage you. Like, you'll never see my eyes if you're doing some dumb shit. You say some dumb shit, I don't even fucking look at you. I'll look at you through the mirrors to make sure you don't have a weapon in your hand while you're talking to me, and I will distance myself from you immediately. I have shit to do. Anything can take things off the rails. And this is one of those things where, like, they probably said some stupid shit, then she flicks them off, and then these guys feel like they have to do something to defend her, and now everybody's shot. You dumb motherfuckers. Like, that shit is unnecessary. And, like, you can control how you escalate things, but you can't control where they escalate to. No. You don't get to hit the brakes. You don't hit it's not a PlayStation. You can't hit a reset button. You can't conveniently pull it out the wall when it gets overwhelming.
You can't wind me up and then tell me to calm down. Can't do it.
Shit is like,
It's not fair.
so it's like you have to be very, very cautious in this universe about like how you conduct yourself, because shit can get weird so fast. And like, once you've already made some weird decisions, you're up at 3 a.m. After failing to get into a strip club, you decide that you must have White Castle. No one must have White Castle. This is a 3 a.m. decision. You're intoxicated for sure. I'm making jokes about cocaine, but I'm probably right. But I'm also jealous because I've been sober for a while from alcohol. You just saw me smoke weed. I've been sober from alcohol and technically cocaine.
There you go.
for quite some time.
There you go.
Right? So maybe I'm just fucking jealous. But it's just like once you make a series of bad choices, things can get weird. And you don't have to be in a bad way, like in terms of your station in life. You can apparently be a judge. You can apparently have the mind of 3 judges. That means that 3 motherfuckers with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of education combined came up with those ideas. Strip club, White Castle, street fight. Those are your ideas. Millions of dollars of education in one car, and that's the best shit they came up with. So even the smartest motherfuckers can be dumb motherfuckers. That's the model. I mean, that's the fucking moral of the story.
This is true. This is very true.
Sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Now you're all shot.
Now you bleed.
Now you bleeding on my carpet, nigga.
All because of Lindsay. Or whatever.
What is your third and final piece of weird news?
Oh.
So I can judge them harshly too.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just show you this man, and you'll understand it all. And just show you what this man looks like.
Post Malone?
Pretty
What
much.
did Post Malone do?
This is like the worst looking Post Malone you'll ever see in your life. Yeah. So,
It's
basically,
like that Logan Paul guy and Post Malone had a fucking
He
child.
looks like something's wrong with him though.
yeah.
Like, one, like, you know what he is?
What?
You know what he is?
Tell me.
He's exactly what Dave Chappelle warned us about. I think when David Chappelle, and I hold him in my heart in a special place. That's how he got the full David. I think Dave Chappelle was talking about those heroin addicted Watts who would invade his house. He was talking about this motherfucker right here.
I agree.
Look at him closely.
Yeah.
Get a good look at him. He looked like he just shot heroin.
Yeah. He just put $1.75 in his pocket from your change jar.
I did more than that. Also, Darren, turn to
Did
your
all that change?
turn to your left.
First shot.
Okay. Yeah, Darren, you got something like bunched up in your head on your left side.
What?
There's something in your hair. Turn to your face. Your
I don't give a Frenchman's fuck. What's this?
turn left.
Almost said it.
That blue.
Oh, you see it too? Is it bothering you too?
No, but it's still there.
There you go.
Victoria, can you help me?
I can.
Don't you make things more beautiful? Isn't that what you do?
The-
All right, she saved me.
The new roommate's killing it already. The old one was terrible. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he looks like a heroin addicted what?
Yeah.
Quiet, too. Really quiet.
So
All right, so what did this hipster do?
basically what happened, he works at a bank. And so he saw this elderly man. He was, working with this elderly man who was withdrawing large sums of money out of his bank account. And so the dude's like, all right, it's a come up. I'm going to go to this dude's house. I have all of his information right here. Boom, boom, boom. Gave me his ID. Boom, boom, boom. He shows up at this dude's house.
Boom, boom, boom.
Tries to break in. Can't for whatever reason. Gets like
He
trapped.
sucks.
Yeah, gets trapped. And he's trying to get
This
in.
old man, I bet.
He tries to get in, but he can't. He figures a way to get back out. He leaves, dips out. They come in. They're like, oh, we got, the camera footage. Like, this is the dude. We know who he is. And they show up to his house, and they're like, all right, they got him. It's a pretty sad story. Pretty easy story.
All right, now here's the thing.
Yeah.
That really makes me think that you're a heroin addicted white. Now here's why. Like, I don't think this dude is some actual criminal. Like, he probably just had a bad idea because he needed some money for something he didn't know how to afford. And then he was like, oh, I could break into a house. This guy's got money, clearly. But it's like, you've never broken into a fucking house before, you fucking junkie. Like, you know how to do that. Like, what you know how to do is kind of go to work, kind of do your job, and then do as much drugs as you possibly can. Like, that's what you know how to do. Like, you know how to, like, hear the alarm on your fucking dumb phone and then go to work. And then, like, kind of do your job well enough not to get fired today. And then get home and do all the drugs you can humanly possibly do. That's your skill. Now you're adding skills. Now you got to, like, do breaking and entering. And then you got to do a robbery. You don't know how to do any of that. You just want what you perceive could be there. You go wrong. You go wrong. Especially in 2019 and 2019. You can just go breaking into places. You know why?
We will fucking shoot you.
Because there's fucking cameras everywhere, you fuck.
Yep.
Because you can't do anything. There's a camera in your fucking TV. There's a camera. There's probably a camera inside your body right now. Like, there are cameras everywhere. You can't get away with shit. It's Minority Report, this motherfucker. You think you were going to go into somebody's house and nobody was going to see?
It's like,
Dumb fuck. That's what I'm saying. These are junky decisions. This is like desperation. Like, oh, this old man must have something. I'm gonna break in there and get some money for my fucking heroin. Steal some change.
so silly.
So some change.
All right, Darren, quick pick, and then we'll let you go.
What's up?
Jan Blachowicz or Jocko Ray?
Ray.
The middleweight.
When I was a blue belt,
Yes.
Jacare was on his tear, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking up the jiu-jitsu world. And very few jiu-jitsu guys have been able to put together a successful UFC career. And it's cool that he's been able to do that. And I have a great deal of respect for him. I think he's going to lose.
There you go. And with that, the show is over.
Goodbye, Internet. Casey. thanks for being on the show, and thanks for being skinnier so that you're more beautiful in the frame.
Mm,
Yes.
Victoria, thanks for fixing my hair
You're welcome.
and smoking weed with us.
the fixer.
For now, I will say what I must say. Goodbye, Internet. XOXO. Anthony, this is goodbye for real.
Peace.